Moving on to one of our beautiful luxe design bangle bracelets. These are the Bali #1 most popular styles, most popular silhouettes, and today we're featuring this at $297 and change, which how fantastic is that? Brand new. Let me walk you through, because I'm telling you this is a true work of art. That's the shot I wanted everybody to see. First off, you're gonna notice every one of the most popular multicolored gemstones, okay, that Robert brings to us, like you just saw in the multi-gem bypass ring that we are highlighting, all premium gems. You can see by the intensity of that color. So that is all pave, or beautiful individually hand-set gemstones on both sides of the classic twisted design of the Bali design. And then you have it capped with your black spinel. It's a hinged design, so it's so super easy, so easy to put on, perfectly balanced, because it's available in 3 different lengths. So we have this in small, we have average, or we have this available in the large. And you know, years ago, and I've been so fortunate to know and work alongside of Robert, is so incredibly talented with his gem knowledge and his sourcing and his relationship with the Balinesians, and how he goes and travels and works one-on-one with them. And he would always say, you know, we only offered one. These are the signature silhouettes, one size, in the hinged bangle bracelets. And so many requests came in and said, oh boy, I would love if you could offer, you know, a smaller size or a larger size. So hence, if you typically wear up to about a 7.25 inch, we have the small available for you. You don't see that, you don't find that very often. I was never able to wear the originals because I have a 6.75 inch wrist. So, and then of course your average, that's gonna comfortably fit up to a 7.25, 7.5 inch. And then we have this available for you in large, which will comfortably fit from an 8 to an 8.25 inch in a wrist. So we have a size for everyone. Beautiful multi-gemstones that just will mix and match, look at this, with every single color. And other, maybe you already have one of our hinged cuffs from Bali Designs, and you're saying, I wonder if this will work back. Well, I will promise you, to give you an example, this is that one, that crazy special that's coming up a little bit later on in this hour. If you already own this in blue topaz, or if you own this already in the citrine or in the white topaz, notice how the multicolor is gonna go back with everything. So in this one bracelet, there is black onyx, Swiss blue topaz, amethyst, garnet, citrine, talking about a total approximate carat weight here, I wanna say like almost 2 carats altogether of natural gems. And then I wanna show you inside. Look at the detail work, even from the corner. Every little last nook and cranny. You have some type of gorgeous scroll detailing, all done by hand. The weight of the piece is substantial. You have your 18 karat gold, so each piece is gonna be stamped sterling silver and 18 karat gold. So featured price will be $327. It's holiday, it's $297.50. 5 flex pays means it's under $60, and you can split up those payments over the next 5 months. You're gonna love this bracelet. It's like that everything go-to bracelet that looks like, and I'll be honest with you, all these bangle bracelets look like you invested thousands and thousands of dollars, and quite frankly, we would anywhere else for hand craftsmanship and beautiful precious metal. So again, this is our drum roll moment. I wish you could have heard the excitement